have you ever noticed that when you are single, it really feels like you are invisible? As soon as you have a partner, everybody wants you. So this is basically my proof that why is that, right? Why is that? Because all of a sudden you are aligned with being in a relationship, right? Because you are in one, so you are not desperate anymore. You are not sending out the vibes of being a desperate single, of looking and waiting for the divine counterpart, feeling lonely or feeling, I don't know, however you're feeling, right? Sad and unnoticed and invisible and however we are feeling. Because all of a sudden you are vibrating in, I'm available, I'm open, I'm so in love, look at me, I'm shining, right? All of a sudden everything changes, right? Your hair changes, like especially for women, right? So we dress differently, we walk differently, we talk differently, we show up differently. That's why people look at you and say, hey, you must be in love. Right, exactly. Now, it's very logical that you want to imitate vibrationally that state, because as I said, we're talking about a place where you already met. So if this is how you would feel when you have met, and everything is amazing and it's all just like unfolding and it's better than you could have imagined or visualized, and so this is what you want to hit on frequency, and frequency are emotions. So if you are here feeling desperate and thinking all day, all night that you've been visualizing for 5 years and nothing happened, it's you are holding yourself apart from that stage, right? So you want to come up. Now, saying start pretending until you start feeling it. Yeah, but still it's not necessary like that, because for some people this is very difficult. So there is another way that you can do this. So, of course, let's say you can't pretend that you are in a relationship because you're not in a relationship. It's fine. But let's say that you want to feel more joy. Then identify in your life right now what causes you to have joy. Because it doesn't matter how what you're feeling joy for. It's because you are in love or because you love paddle surfing and you just want to go out and paddle surf and you are there and you feel so free and so in love and you're so present and so grateful, and you are in the highest levels of receivership. So the universe will match you up in one way or another. And it might just be that you go after that for a coffee and then there you go, you bump into this person. So we really have to let go of the how and really just understand that it's all about the emotions, all about the frequency. You can just really sit down 5 minutes and think about a time when you felt really either confident, in love, or really in love. Like, you know, the moment, like you can just go back to any moment that you want to relive. Now, we know the mind has no idea if this is happening now or this is you thinking about a memory. We know that from neuroscience. So if our goal is to feel the excitement or feeling sexy or feeling attractive or wanted or horny or whatever you want to have, right, or confident, so go back to a memory. And then it's just so funny, but as soon as you think about that, your body will reconnect to the emotion, and all of a sudden you are in the emotion. So now, all of a sudden you are sending out the signal of in love. Or like in my case, for example, I'm going to share you something so amazing that I did. I was thinking, it's very funny that the Hollywood films can be a very beautiful inspiration for us. So many times when I was watching some, cheesy, soapy Hollywood films, and they do this, running on the beach scene, and they are just seem so happy, and then the man is chasing the woman, and it's like, and they're just like so free and running. It's like sunset, and everything just feels like the temperature feels perfect, and And you can really, like, if you allow yourself, you can really tap, you know, into the joy, the freedom, the excitement of having, being in this perfect moment of being, you know, chased, and then the man catches the woman, and then and it turns her around, and just like they kiss, and they're like, ah, right. So I had that in my mind, and I was visualizing that. I remember visualizing, I was like smiling, and I'm like, oh yeah, that's so nice. And then it turns out that a few months later, right, I meet this man, and we are on the beach, and he's chasing me, and I feel just freedom beyond freedom. And then he comes, and like, we did not talk about this. This is very important. I didn't tell him like, no, I'm going to start running and then you start chasing me, because I had this in my head before. No, it organically happened naturally, right? So it was just one day, and then we were just joking about something, and I started running and he started chasing it, and it all started, and it was just so absolutely out of this world, and it was just so amazing. Now, it happened exactly how I visualized it. So now, me talking about this, I can already feel how like, you can see me, how my face is changing, my body is changing, just by recalling something that it activates your body, right? So I'm already in the frequency of being in love on the beach. So this is how powerful our mind is. Use it for your benefit. Don't don't use it for keeping yourself even more apart, or even more in the waiting time, or even more in like, you know, it will happen when it will happen. Well, no, you can accelerate it by tapping into these memories. And I'm sure everybody has memories. If you don't have a memory, you have Hollywood films. So allow yourself to feel, really allow it. If you have a scene that you're like, oh, that would be so nice to experience, I really want that in my life, allow yourself to pretend that that's you. So if you, for example, you are not good in visualization, then watch something where it's easier for you to imagine that you are there and you're doing it. And guess what's going to happen? Your body starts believing that's happening to you. That's why people cry, you know, when they're watching a romantic film, because they really truly feel it. And that's it, you are there. The body believes it's happening to you, that scene. So this is how you can accelerate anything you desire. Be aware when you overdoing it out of the mind from lack. So when when people, like, when you want to manifest something, manifestation, it's enough to have one thought. That's basically how you manifest. You don't have to think it 1,000 million times to manifest. You want to do it because you believe that you need to. So that's already working on it, because you believe that it's not available. So it's when even effort comes in, and when you push it and want to make it happen. But that's not how the universe works. It's not necessary. So you basically just creating more resistance with meditating 1 million times and visualizing it every day. So it's very important. This is why I hate when they're teaching you this 3, 6, 9 and whatever, that you have to write it down 3 times in the morning, 6 times, like, that's not how it works, guys. You know, like, that's effort. That's the mind involving believing that you have to work hard, you have to repeat million times because one time was not enough. It was enough. So it's just, be aware when it's just fun and it just pops up right away, and you say, oh, I just I'm just going to have this fun conversation, imagining that my counterpart is sitting on next to me in the car, and then basically, I don't know, I'm driving 30 minutes, so I'm just going to have a conversation because it's just so fun. I'm going to have a laugh, and that comes, it's an instant thing that comes out of your soul, like, oh, that would be fun. Compared to, I need to sit down today as well at 6 o'clock and I have to meditate because I told myself, or someone told me, that I have to do this 21 days and every night 8 hours while I sleep, and that's how I'm going to manifest it. Well, no, you know how you're going, you feel it, but you just don't listen. No. So your best person is the person who's going to come for you next. It is the most aligned with who you are, and that person, it might be the person that you are going to create a divine union with and being forever and ever together, or it might just be a stepping stone for you. It doesn't really matter, because it's all about you, and you are going to create that. But for some people, they do the alignment and these letting go of the old beliefs and the old lack and the old limitations alone. And then for some, works much better if they have someone who mirrors them that. And who mirrors the best? Well, the person who is the closest to you. So I always say being in a relationship is your fast track to happiness and self-realization and anything you desire, because you are just so close to this person and you can see exactly where you still need to embrace yourself, let's say, right? So what are the where you still hold yourself in beliefs like I'm not enough, or I'm not this enough, or that, or rich enough, or handsome enough, or I don't know, like sexy enough, or whatever are the limitations that you're still holding. Just become aware of that, and really you can do this alone. Also, I also mentioned in the video, I maybe post it today or tomorrow, is going to go live, that I actually talk about this, so go and watch that. I said that no matter who will come in for you, you might still need to like adjust a little bit of your inner, the way you see yourself and your beliefs, because you might be triggered into the leftovers, because we have done a lot of work already. So I'm sure that it's not going to be a crazy insecurities and fears and worries coming up, like you basically completely sabotage the relationship. But you might still be shown here and there little parts of you that are out of alignment, and that's why I'm here, so I can help you in really just dissolving them fast, so you can align the same hour, same day, and it doesn't have to be like a few weeks later that is just gone because you poked the person too much and they said goodbye, I'm not ready for this kind of thing. So thank you so much for being here. So it was so good. I so love to do this kind of lives as well. See you soon. Have a beautiful weekend. Ciao.